What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Michigan Great Outdoors. Happy to have you here today. I'm Jayce, aka the Polack. Today we have for you the XOP Retrograde, sitting in an affordable machine platform stand. Came out just this year, unveiled at the 2023 ATA show. This is coming in at 400 bucks. Shipped to your door. Anything over $50 with XOP, you get free shipping, so that's always a nice thing. And this is it. This is billed as a hybrid stand. It's for hybrid saddle type hunting, or if you want extreme packability, you want to fit it into some tight spots, a small, very small stand, this is what you got. So I have this set up right now in my TX5 minimalist saddle. This is the minimalist 2.0. I'll have a video on this soon. This is my setup. So if I wanted to hunt out of this stand, I have it perfectly set up where I can sit. There is a little bit of tension here, but I can adjust that if I want, take some tension out. You want to have very minimal slack, but then I can stand up, lift the seat around, and now I can actually lean. So if I got my bow, I can lean anything I want to do. Now this is a very small platform. It's only 14 inches wide, so we're really not used to that in a tree stand so far on the market. Everything's usually about 16 and a half. That's mainly one of the things that I've noticed so far just being in this. You know, I've had this stand for a week now and I've been testing it. It is extremely tight here. I have 11 and a half boots, and you're kind of playing with the cables a lot. So it's something to think about if you're one of those guys that, you know, you're looking for a hybrid setup, you know, for saddle hunting. This is going to work good, I think. But if you're looking to actually tree stand hunt out of this, if you have bigger boots, say size 12, you're going to have some serious problems. Now, me, I've hunted tree stands my whole life. I'm used to kind of joggling around cables. For me, it's not that big of a deal, but I could see it as being kind of an issue for some guys. You know, being that I do this YouTube channel, I have done a ton of reviews on different stands. I've had almost all the custom gear stands. I've had the Elevate stand. I've had all the Novik stands, some of the old Lone Wolf stands. This platform is probably about as stiff as a 0.5. You know, I have a Lone Wolf custom gear 0.5. That's what I hunt out of the most. They did a really nice job on keeping this platform nice and stiff. It's not bending too much. It does flex a little bit. I'm 260, so I do flex platforms. I would rank this pretty close to the 0.5 as far as stiffness goes, so it feels good. There is no traction on the platform milled in, but it's got this Dura coat on it, and it feels pretty good. I haven't got it wet. Maybe I can get it wet and try it, see how it feels, but overall, so far, it feels pretty good. It's got an 18-inch seat post. It's got adjustment on the seat as well, so you can go up and down with it. And it also uses this screw here for adjusting to use what is the seat lock feature, which I'm actually kind of surprised companies are still able to do that. I thought that was a patented process by a different manufacturer, but nevertheless, companies are still doing it. And it's a nice feature for putting your bag on the stand, etc. This is a 4-layer closed foam seat. It's got a DWR coating that is supposedly waterproof. And I tell you what, this seat is nice. I think they did a really good job on the seat. Now, obviously, I have not sat in this seat for hours. I'm not going to be able to tell you how good it's going to be all day, but just sitting in it just for, you know, 20 minutes so far and just doing testing, I've had this stand for a week, it feels really nice. They did a good job on the seat, and they also did a cutout where the tree bracket goes in, so it kind of nests in there perfectly. That was a really good touch that they added there. So looking at the platform, it's 14 inches wide by 23. So like I said, it's very tight on the width. The length, I think, is plenty for me. Some guys, if you're one of those guys that you were kind of questioning if a 0.5 was too small for you, this is going to be 100% too small, absolutely. But for guys that are really confident, they've been hunting out of tree stands for a long time, or if you're going to use this in a hybrid setup, whether you're using a minimalist saddle or a full saddle, I think that it's pretty good. All right, guys, so it's actually like 8 o'clock. I've been filming this video all day. Actually took the footage, went in the house, started editing it, and You know, I started thinking to myself, with the way that the cables are on this tree stand and how small that platform is, I hate to be devil's advocate here, but I'm always going to be that guy that says what I think. And I see the stand as a very solid stand. I think it's built really well. It's solid, it's stiff. But the way that those cables are and how tight it is on the platform, you know, and how I was kind of tripping over myself in hiking boots. Now, I didn't even have rubber boots on. I should have probably tried rubber boots. But I'm asking myself, is the stand really safe? I mean, if you have big feet, it's a tree stand. It's being sold as a tree stand, a hybrid setup. But people could use it either way. So should it really be called a saddle platform? Because as a tree stand, it's almost making me wonder if is it really safe? You know, I could easily see somebody that's really not that confident fumbling over the cables and then dumping right out. Me, I've been hunting out of tree stands for like 25 years. I feel like I can manage it. I can move around no problem. If my foot gets hung up, I'll just shift, you know, you kind of shuffle around. But ask yourself, comment down below, do you think that this is safe the way those cables are and how small that platform is? You look at some other stands on the market, a little bit wider, gives you a little bit more space. I think it could be a little bit safer. So comment down below, let me know what you think. Speaking of using this as a hybrid setup, I have not put any side pressure on this yet. So when I set up this tree stand, I hung the stand. I did talk with XOP. They do allow a tow hook, so I came in and I did a tow hook. I started with a slight tow hook, and this is I think this is a red oak, very, very hard bark. And when I did my tow hook, it just didn't bite as good as I wanted. This bracket was still kind of moving a little bit, so I did a little bit more of a tow hook. Now it's locked in pretty good. On the platform, they do have chamfered teeth, very similar to the Lone Wolf Custom Gear teeth. I've never seen anybody else do that. So I think that's kind of where Elevate kind of has a problem, and same with Out on a Limb, is they don't have that chamfer teeth, and that platform bites too hard. This kind of allows it to slide. That's a nice feature to have on the platform. This stand is ready to go, so I'm pretty much able, you know, if I'm in a hunting situation, I'm able to shoot anywhere I want. I can shoot back here, I can shoot over here if I lean out. I mean, you really have 360 degrees. Now if you wanted to get cute with it and say, you know, you had to do something special and the deer was moving around. You know, if you some reason you had to be out here, it's not really moving. Yeah, I think it wants to kick out a little bit. It's very difficult to use a tree stand and have this much leverage out on this edge without it kicking out. You know, these straps on the bottom, they just don't get tight enough. I mean, it's all right. I mean, you really wouldn't want to be way out here, but I don't know how else to do this without biting it. I mean, it's not bad. Just step down here and see. I mean, yeah, if you wanted to, yeah, there it kicks out a little bit, but yeah, I'm putting some ridiculous pressure on there. So this stand, out of the package, it came everything you need to hunt. It came with 2 cam straps, came with backpack straps. This is the Gamma TS backpack system. It's their upgraded straps. Now you have to buy this separately. It's like 120 bucks. So I ordered that because I wanted to check it out. And it comes with the tree bracket. It comes with, you know, that crappy harness that everybody sends with a tree stand. So a very small stand. Does have platform leveling capabilities, so just like the Custom Gear or Lone Wolf or Novix, they all have the same system basically. B stand has 4 slots here, so you can get 4 different pitches of your stand. Very important feature if you're a mobile hunter, if you're hunting public land. I think if you don't have that, it's just crazy silly. You can see that because the seat is so thick that it doesn't fold up out of the way all the way, but I don't really see that to be an issue that much. It's got a nice landing pad right here for the bolt. I can see where this will make a little bit of noise, so you could probably hit that with some stealth strips. The antler or tree bracket, it has 4 posts on there, and it does bite pretty good. The straps, Very nice straps from XOP. I think that these are an improvement on the old green straps that they used to have. I didn't really care for those straps at all, so they have actually gone to a different strap. It is UV treated as well as some other treatments, so it's supposed to last longer in the tree. Again, cables, very tight. There's not a lot of width here, so you're very compact, 14 inches wide. It is a small package. I think if you're looking to really tree stand hunt out of this primarily, I think it might be too small for 90% of the guys out there. If you're like me and you can kind of adapt and get used to that, doing that feet shuffle, or if you have smaller feet, then I think you'll be fine. Looking at the platform, there are holes integrated so you can use the XOP bowl holder, and I would assume the Lone Wolf Custom Gear bowl holder would work on here, and possibly the Genesis 3D as well. There's also T-posts on here, just like Lone Wolf Custom Gear. It looks like they kind of borrowed that idea as well and put some posts on here so you can use those to tie your gear down. Once this is all folded up, you can lash onto there with a cam strap and kind of cinch everything down. Now, there was no instructions on how the seat attached, but I kind of think I just figured it out. You just go under and wrap around so the seat is nice and tight. You got some tri-glides up here and you can cinch those down. And like I said, the seat is very nice. They did a really good job on the seat. Probably my favorite part of the stand, to be honest. So I don't usually put two cam straps on here, but I wanted to kind of set this up as it's intended to be set up. If you're going to use this as a hybrid setup, I highly suggest using the lower one. It's very important when you tow hook your stand that you do not tow hook with the lower cam strap on. I reached out to XOP. They told me you can tow hook this stand, but don't put the bottom strap on, or if you do, which I don't recommend, make sure it is extremely loose. If you try to tow hook this with this strap on here, you can bend your post, you can break your stand, and I don't know if XOP is going to warranty that. You know, that's a human error. Everything on XOP, as far as, you know, warranty goes, all metal parts are warranted for life. It's ASTM rated at 350 pounds, so very high rating on the stand. Again, bigger guys are going to be able to use this. Now, if you're 340 pounds, this is probably not the stand for you. I could see this being a good stand for anybody that's got small feet or smaller. Maybe you're like 5'7", 5'8", you're a smaller guy, you got little feet, or possibly kids and even females. I think that this would be a really good setup for them. You know, bigger guys, I could make it work, but is it going to be the most comfortable for me? Probably not. I would probably look for something like a Lone Wolf Custom Gear 0.5, which is actually lighter than this stand, and it's got a bigger platform. Looking at the weights, this is billed at naked stand at 6.1. I had it at 6.2 on my scale. Very lightweight stand. This is one of the lightest stands on the market. It isn't as light as the Custom Gear 0.5, which is kind of incredible to see that that stand is as light as it is, being that it has a bigger platform. I have this shown right now with the Gamma tree stand system on here. I'll do another video on this here soon. Again, if you're looking for a machine stand that's made at a cheaper price, so this is $400, so it's made in China, so they can bring that price down, this might be a stand for you. I think that they did actually a pretty good job on this. I think it's a nice stand. Personally, I don't know. I could go either way on it. I have a lot of sits on my Custom Gear 0.5, over 150 sits. I like the extra width, and I think for an extra $100, maybe that extra width plus the features of the stick integration might be worth it. Now, I do like this seat though, so that's a very nice feature. I do like the platform stiffness. They did a really good job on the stiffness, and then the coating here. So they're calling it a Dura coat. It's some sort of a powder coat, and it's mixed with what I was told crushed walnuts. So that gives it this really texture feel. It feels like sandpaper, so it is going to be a little abrasive. I'm kind of curious how the straps are going to hold up on here, just because I feel like there's going to be some rubbing on there. But overall, I think they did a pretty good job with this stand. Again, I think it's a little bit too small for me. I could make it work if I had to, but I think I'll probably, me personally, stick with my 0.5 And hopefully you guys like this video. Hopefully it's helpful for you. I want to make sure that I'm showing other products on this channel that are more affordable, not just the highest of high-end products, other products that may suit your needs. You know, everybody's different. Some guys don't care about spending a lot of money. They want USA made. Some guys want to save $100. They don't care if it's made in China. So, you know, it's give or take. What's important to you? Is it being made in the US, being made in China, maybe buying from a company that is the original versus companies that kind of borrow and take others' ideas? You know, you really have to decide for yourself. I don't want to really get into the drama too much between, you know, you know who I'm talking about if you follow mobile hunting. I don't really want to get in that drama too much, but you have to decide for yourself. You know, if price is what you're looking for, solid option. Hopefully this video is helpful for you. If you like it, hit me that thumbs up, click subscribe, and comment down below if you have some ideas or thoughts, or if you want to see something else. I'll probably make a couple more videos about this stand, showing how the sticks integrate, showing how the gamma works, and that's it. So we'll see you on the next one. Peace.